What's good, y'all? Welcome back to NOA Reacts. Speaking is Tyler. I'm here with the Brody Trey.
What's good, guys?
And today we are going to be reacting to a short video, not that long today.
The Bumble CEO stepped down recently.
Yeah, facts. Well, I also heard she got fired. So did she get stepped down or did she fire?
I mean, fired from the CEO position, but I'm pretty sure she's in the position just a little bit lower now.
Oh, so she's still in the joint.
She's still in the joint. She's just not in the original position she's in. But apparently, they have just lost a decent amount of stock. They fired 40% of their workforce. They're kind of going through a little bit of a rough time just because the younger generation now ain't really messing with dating apps as much, man. They're trying to get away from all that stuff. Not to mention, most people now think that dating apps are not, the purpose is not for you to actually get with anybody. The purpose is to kind of keep you single.
Bro, because they have to.
Because that's the only
How do you make money is you keep people on the apps.
Exactly. And because of that, people really aren't messing with it anymore. Not to mention, Bumble itself is the kind of app where the women have to hit you up first.
Yeah.
But the women aren't hitting up the men anymore.
I also heard I had a friend tell me that he was on Bumble. And he was basically saying, like, yeah, they do hit you up, but you still have to start the conversation. Because they'll hit you up on some, like, hey.
Yeah.
Like, oh, damn, well, all right, well, you still are put in the position to.
I also saw that, and this actually shot the amount of money they made going up. You can, as a man, pay to hit someone up now.
Damn, really?
Yeah. So in order for the girls can teach you for free, of course.
So if I want to hit a shorty,
you gotta pay.
I gotta pay, and what if she don't
respond?
Like, I want a refund.
Nah, that's not how that works. you pay and that's it. You be happy with your services.
I want a refund with my money back. Let me get a percentage type shit.
That's just as much as it goes. Like you get what you get.
That's trash.
Whether she hits you up, whether she don't hit you up.
Because at that point, I'm wasting money.
I think dating apps are wasting money.
Regardless, you're wasting money, but I'm wasting even more money.
But yeah, that's what we're doing today.
Thanks.
But we'll get into it. Like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff. Let us know if there's anything you would like us to react to in the future.
Please let us know.
And we'll get into it right now.
The leadership shakeup is coming to Bumble, and we're seeing that reaction play out in the stock, with shares off nearly 9%. Now, the company's founder and CEO, Whitney Wolfe Herd, will be stepping down from the helm. This is effective January.
You know, she actually used to work for Tinder.
Did she really?
Yeah, she used to work. I mean, I think she was one of the co-founders of Tinder as well. They had a falling out. She then left, started her own company called Bumble. Now she's here, of course.
Damn. Yeah. I mean, listen, she still made money, though.
Yeah, listen, she got into the whole dating app thing around that time.
I say that she knew enough to where she could successfully start another one.
Exactly. So I give it to Shorty. She's now competing with the people who she was working with.
Type shit.
And it's kind of tough because they're still beating her at the end of the day.
Yeah, true. But, I mean, she done... I still feel like I'll give it to Shorty to climb the ranks. Oh, yeah. Because, like, Tinder is quite high.
Yeah.
Tinder's, like, #1.
Yeah.
But, like, if people are like, yo, what are the top dating apps? They'll say Tinder. They'll bring up Bumble. They'll bring up Hint. Like, this is still one of, like, the top 3. So I give it to Shorty.
Definitely up there.
January 2nd, and will be replaced by current Slack CEO Lydianne Jones. Now, with Wolfe Herd remaining in the executive chair position, you talk about how significant this is to the company. We know Bumble has been very successful in terms of differentiating itself from the other dating apps that are out there. They certainly have been welcomed here. But
what kind of glasses or things you are? Do you think those are like Louis V shades or Ray-Bans?
Definitely not Ray-Bans.
No?
Maybe Louis V shades.
Possibly. I've seen something that looks similar to those before. I kind of like them.
Investors, when you take into account that Wolfe Herd founded Bumble nearly a decade ago, she will remain on as executive chair, so that should help alleviate some of the fears out there from investors. But Whitney Wolfe Herd saying in this statement that she believes Bumble is significant potential more than ever before when you take into account where it is positioned today. I thought hard about what type of leader could ultimately step into the CEO role as a successor and help continue taking Bumble to even greater heights. I am so pleased to have found Lydianne. So when you
can kind of see the drop off for the past couple months, man. I guess been on steady decline.
That's damn near 1 year. Damn. Yeah, they went up, down in January, back up
during March,
and then ever since March they've been literally.
But it really does show you though, people are just like using dating apps in general less
because they don't work.
You know, and I'm sure. This, of course, isn't a Tinder video, but I'm sure Tinder's kind of going through the same thing. It might not be as severe as Bumble, but all the dating apps are kind of like struggling because people just aren't women are fed up with it. Men are just not using it as much as they used to. And it's just not conducive to actually trying to
both the genders are upset with it.
Yeah. And it's just not conducive to trying to find a partner in this modern era that we live in.
Bumble shares have been down about 45% over the past year. Ladini was the CEO of Slack, owned by Salesforce, and just took up that position not too long ago. So a bit of a surprise move here in terms of her already leaving Slack. And then, of course, the question is what this means for the company, as they put it, the company's next chapter of growth here for Bumble.
Yeah, absolutely. And that growth is going to come on a few major metrics here. You think about the average revenue per active user or paying user that is on the site right now, that sits at about, 2.4 million, I believe, or excuse me, 2.4 billion is what they brought in the most recent.
My gosh, what?
Excuse me, 2.4 million.
Oh, wow.
My bro, what we doing, bro? What we doing? He went from million to billion to million. What we doing, bro? Like, come on, what the fuck you doing, bro?
The
first day on the job type shit, nigga?
The M and the B matter.
Fact! Yo, fact. Regardless, that's a lot of money, but still billion? It's like, come on, bro. Come on. Like, we can't be fucking this up.
It does show you, though. These apps bring in, like, thousands upon thousands of dollars.
Well, million. I'll say this. Definitely millions. Billions, question mark. We don't know.
Yeah.
Scram Jones is fucking shit up.
But definitely in the millions.
Just coming ahead of their earnings report. Their earnings report comes out tomorrow, so we're actually going to get an update on all of these figures anyway. But looking across some of the total paying users and the growth that they've seen there, that's sitting at about 3.6 million over this most recent quarter that ended in June 2023. So all of that considered for Lidiane and the kind of metrics that they're going to continue to watch with the strategic priorities they've set forth as well. It's still going to come in an era of strong financial.
83% as well.
Max. That's what they've done so far. Yeah, it's just been a steady drop off, bro. Steady drop off.
Discipline here too. They've been talking about that. The CFO, Anu Subramanian, has kind of pounded the pavement on that, and so it'll be interesting to see where that strategic play continues to come forward in this changeover. And so we'll hear more from the company tomorrow.
It really does show you, though, running a company is not easy.
Now there's a lot of ups and downs.
Yeah, a lot of ups and downs. Changing markets, changing views on how people kind of treat certain things. 10 years ago, you start one of these, bro, you're gonna blow up. But now, 10 years later, after all the stuff that we've kind of gone through,
you also got to see how exactly. There's a lot of change.
Exactly.
And within a decade, 10 years, a lot of change.
A lot of change is taking place, man. To wherein companies are kind of.
I also think to a certain extent, and you kind of got to see this coming a little bit, because you got to understand. It's like you're making a dating app. Why are people coming on dating app? Because they want to find a potential wife and/or husband.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. Mm-hmm. So if you're making a dating app that, regardless of that, you still are trying to have users stay on the app, eventually I think people are going to have to catch on. Now, they benefited for 10 fucking years, so it took a minute. And look at how much, like he was saying, millions of dollars that they made. But I think eventually, as the owner, you kind of got to understand, eventually people are going to get fed up. You're giving you have a product saying, this is for you to find your future wife.
And you're just not doing it.
And they never find a date, never find a future wife, never find a future husband. What makes you think I'm going to stay on it? Yeah. Especially the motherfuckers paying for it. Yeah. I'm paying, let's say I don't know how much Bumble is. I've never had Bumble, but let's just say it's $30 a month. I'm going to spend $30 a month for this shit not to work? For me to continue swiping or however that shit works?
It's nonsensical.
Exactly. For me to pay to hit up a shorty and shorty don't respond? For shorty to hit me up with, hey, I'm like, hey, what's up, whoop-de-whoop? And she just doesn't, or she flakes on me? Mm-hmm. Any logical person, male or female, eventually is going to be like, why am I doing? I'm just wasting $30 a month, or how much ever Bumble is a month.
There's no point.
It's just it's no point. So I think eventually, as a CEO or the owner, you have to understand. Eventually, bro, this shit finna hit the van. Eventually.
Yeah, I think it would have been smarter if these dating apps really did try to help people.
You know, it's crazy because if they worked, people would never stop.
Exactly. Because, bro, every year someone turns 18. Every year someone is trying to find a date.
Exactly.
There are generations upon generations that are constantly born.
Exactly.
So you literally have a generation upon generation of generations that could use these apps, seeing as though we're going so far towards dating apps these days.
Exactly.
wherein you'll constantly have a set of people who are, and the more people you get married, the more people you actually, the more kids that be born, and those are your consumers.
It's kind of how I think about it. It's like the more that it works, the more people that are eventually going to get it.
Yes. So instead of stopping people and making it not work to try to get those same people to come back, those same people will just run away, and then they'll not tell their friends.
Exactly. They'll actually tell their friends don't do it.
Don't use it.
I've had friends tell me not to get it.
Yeah, bro. I've never been on a dating app once. However, the amount of friends that I've had tell me, "Yo, bro, don't even bother. Don't even do it."
If all the people I knew hopped on Bumble or Tinder or whatever and found their wife, then I'd be like, okay, fuck it, I'll hop on it because it's working.
Exactly.
But the amount of people that's like, bro, this is just not working. Then it's like, why would I download something that's not going to work?
It's nonsensical.
But if it's working, then kind of like you were saying, it's like, okay, this person got married, they deleted the app, their subscription canceled, but they done told 4 or 5 of their single friends. Now you done got fucking 4 or 5 new people. And if it's working for them, they're going to keep on going. It's like word of mouth. Then it's going to spread. It's going to spread. And eventually, like you were saying, you're going to have people, every person who turns 18, they're not going to be like, yo, let me download this.
Download it. Yep,
so I can find my
partner. Yep,
exactly.
Yep, and they'll just do it.
Because at the end of the day, that's what we all want. I feel like everyone wants a family, bro.
Everyone wants someone.
Exactly. Whether you want kids or not, everyone wants at least one spouse or one partner.
Someone that kid could be with when they're not around their nuclear family, their mothers and parents and all that stuff, their brothers and sisters. When they go home by themselves, they at least have their partner, their husband or their wife or their girlfriend or their boyfriend that they can just be with and that can understand them and I just love them to some extent. You know?
Exactly, Trey.
But let us know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe, all the other good stuff, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Peace.
Peace out.